Due to the graphic nature of this program, viewer discretion.
Hey everybody. Welcome to NeoUnrealist. Just getting things set up for you all. Let's see here. We'll set up a window here. What do we have here? There it is. Hopefully you guys can see that. And we can start off.
Due to the graphic nature of this program, viewer discretion is advised.
And this is autonomous capital zone!
We are the police of this community now. We are the leaders of this community now.
Rapes, robberies.
Cops is filmed on location with the men and women of law enforcement. All suspects are innocent until proven guilty in a court of law.
Oh god, I couldn't help myself.
Due to the graphic.
Yep. We have now, I guess they've settled it, or at least the most vociferous elements have settled it. It's no longer the Chaz. It is now the Chop. And the Chop may have a new warlord in today's news. Raz may have been pushed aside. I'm not sure. I'm not 100% sure yet. We'll have to delve into that. But last night, things went completely haywire. I guess we'll call it the Capitol Hill Autonomous Zone still for now, until further notice, until we've gotten final decision on the Chop versus Chaz debate. But things went completely off the rails last night. If this is anything but a lawless zone, I don't know what else you would call it. But just to give you a flavor of how this area has been deteriorating, here's a sample of what some of the normies who live in and around the area, the kind of stuff that they've been experiencing lately. Here's a guy, let's just say, as some of the Chazistanis have put it, hey bro, you're having a bad day. Keep note also in the in this area here. Look at this little Coke. I guess it's Coca-Cola, or it just says cola. Keep an eye on the chick in the purple and this red cola box here, as this guy goes on to describe the kind of day he's having in the Chop.
I'm not in any show. I have rights. What the fuck is this shit? I just had my keys broken, stolen, got jumped, had my phone stolen, and these fucks let it all happen. Fucking what the fuck? Stay the fuck away from me, you fucks, everyone! Y'all need police around this bitch if you're me! Holy shit! You're alright, man. It's just a bad day. Really? Give me my keys back then! Someone give me those fucking keys from that fuck!
Well, as you can see, it appears our man here has himself been messed up. Looks like he's wiping blood from his mouth. His windshield's been smashed, apparently. Kind of looks like he's got stuff in it. I don't know if he lives in this. Is this a Volvo? What do you think, Chad? I think this looks kind of like a Volvo. He's got like a a spare tire on the back of it. So clearly he's had a tire issue there, but I'm not sure that they did that. But he's got so much stuff in his car, I suspect maybe he's been living in it or he went shopping, because there's a lot of stuff in the back seat here. But yeah, they trashed his car. They took his keys. They stole his phone. He's apparently injured. She's stealing his Coke, his colas. She got a couple of them. I mean, let's see that again.
I'm not in any show. I have rights. What the fuck is this shit? I just had my keys broken, stolen, got jumped, had my phone stolen, and these fucks let it all happen.
Okay, I don't know what's with this car missing the bumper. Did they take the bumper off this car?
Fucking what the fuck? Stay the fuck away from me, you fucks, everyone! Y'all need police around this bitch if you're me! Holy shit!
Yeah, they try to comfort him, saying he's having a bad day. Wow. Yeah, so that's just to give you a little intro flavor to just how things are starting to get in the Chaz, the chop, whatever you want to call it. We got some early super chat action here from Jennifer Glenn. Hope you're doing well. No, yeah, I'm doing pretty good. No complaints. Patrick Delano, did you see how in Atlanta tasers are both lethal and also non-lethal force depending on who's holding them? Keep up the great work. Yeah. You see, apparently the cops, they're carrying around an ineffective weapon. You know, a weapon that poses no threat to anyone. I suppose. Except if a cop uses it on you, it's excessive force and police brutality. But if you use it on a cop, it's it's non-lethal. But maybe we'll get back into that debate. But I started off with that one because that's, this guy, I'm guessing he's not, a hippie rolling around in excrement or, rolling around in the dirt of the Chaz Gardens. Looks like he was just a guy trying to get along with his day. And a lot of people say he's got his teeth broken. It sounded like he said, got my teeth broken or my keys broken, but keys, I guess that wouldn't make sense. Because he's saying get my keys back, so maybe he did say my teeth got broken. So it seems like he got assaulted. In some way, shape, or form. But definitely his car windshield got smashed, and he says his keys and phone were stolen. So he's met with a bad day. But other people had just as bad a day as he did, apparently, because we move on. Later on in the day, last night, we have this situation develop where we had a local business. It's either called, I think it was called Car Tender, or I think it's Car Tender or Auto Tender. Either way, it appears to be like an auto shop, a place where you go to get work done in your car. And they're technically I guess, even though they're not like right in the middle of where the action is, they are right in the 6-block autonomous zone. And they had apparently a problem because the business owners, or the son of the business owner, or whatever, they discovered someone or some people had broken in to their business, and they caught them in the act. So the people that had broken in, or the person, it's at least one person that we know of, stole some items, some keys, some cash. They claimed $5,000 in cash was stolen, and also that they set the business on fire inside the building, apparently. And so when they discovered the guy, naturally they held him at gunpoint and said, they called the police. They wanted the police to come down, and they kept calling. They claimed 8 to 10 times until finally the police just said, we're not coming. You're in the autonomous zone. And they found out they were on their own. They tried to get the guy to empty his pockets. He wouldn't comply. Now, even though they had him at gunpoint, apparently they didn't force the issue. And the guy's friends in the Chaz, or the Chop, got wind of the situation. And they came over to, I guess, get him away from the business owners. Now, they didn't realize the business owners, when they saw this happening, they just let the guy go. They said, it's not worth it. We see this situation going bad very quickly. So apparently, even though they knew the guy had robbed them, they let him go, and this is what happened soon after. Where's he at, bitch? See, so they came looking for their friend. Apparently, the guy, they know him. They keep calling him Jason, the guy that they're referring to. Jason. Remember that name.
Let's go.
Okay, stop here. If you watched my stream, was it the last stream I did, you'll remember that there was a guy in a black Jeep with no license plates that was following that man and woman that walked through the Chaz with the American flag. You might remember he put up a green mask and he was wearing a hat and he was wearing a dark shirt. This guy, turns out, unless I'm wrong, is the same guy. Now remember, that guy identified himself as the John Brown Gun Club. And here's the video from him, and you'll see, I think you'll agree it's the same guy. Now remember, he claimed to be security, and he's works as security in that situation last night. So you be the judge, I'll play it for you.
Bravo 35398, you get wide.
See? Sunglasses, the same green face mask, the same hat, and he's wearing that same shirt. 2 days in a row, and he'll identify himself. Right now he's reading their license plate number, and he'll identify himself as security and that he's with the John Brown Gun Club.
Hi, I'm our security on our side. You guys came and instigated.
Why are you taking their number?
What? So
who
we can
are
add
you working with?
Who am I working with?
Why are you taking their license plate number?
John Brown Gun Club. So
so why are you taking their license plate number?
They came and instigated. Sir? We have a list of license plate.
What's your tag?
What's my tag?
What's your tag, sir? Let's get yours.
Okay, so if he had no license plates on that Jeep. I only point this out. This is not really that important to the story, and that this guy is known. It turns out later on the woman that owns the car of the license plates that he just took, Antifa showed up at her apartment and slashed all her tires. So these people, they know who this guy is. He's in their official quote unquote security detail. So I just pointed out that anybody who tells you that there's no organized Antifa presence and all that, they know who this guy is. So we'll go back to the attack on the auto dealership, the car shop. So here he is. You see him. He's trying to. Basically, he's working in a security mode. He's trying to calm down this angry mob before they destroy this business. I guess they realize how bad the optics would look if about 150 or whatever Chazistanis just start destroying businesses right outside their zone. By the way, this footage, I'll let you know where a lot of it came from. There's a Twitch channel that the guy was there, and he happened to get some great footage of all this. This isn't it in particular. This is another person that was streaming, but this is the earliest part of the incident where they take down the fence.
Hey, we're reporting live. There's a George Ventura. They're breaking into this business. Hey, I'm here to help you guys. We're trying to report, okay? We're trying to get you guys put have it on film if anything happens.
He's already out there. We already let him go. Hey, get the fuck out. Hey, get the fuck out.
I'm a reporter. I'm here to document if anything happens to you guys' business. If you want to have it on film to have you guys' back.
Okay. Okay, cool.
So you guys, you see, I'm here in front of this business called Car Tender. I have no idea what was happening. There was a block party, then all these guys. I have no idea, sir. I'm a reporter. I have no idea. I don't know. I'm a reporter.
This guy, I see him a lot. Whenever you see like Raz Simone, this guy is not far away. He's like this short guy that seems to always be near Raz Simone whenever you see video or pictures of him. So I don't know his name, what his affiliation is, but I'm just pointing out that I've seen him a lot before.
I'm a reporter.
It's good. It's good. It's good.
So I guess, guys, there's this business called Call Tender, and for some reason these people just broke in here. And
keep an eye on this short guy here. I believe he's Asian, and he apparently knows the guy Jason, and I think they give him Jason's stuff to give him back, because this Jason character left some of his property behind. So it's definitely, he was definitely one of the people in here, and later on you'll see him admit that he was in this place. I mean, he can't not admit it. They had him face to face. You know, they caught him in the act. So, but this guy, he'll come back into play later on in the story.
okay, guys, I can't show you right now, but the one of the gentlemen on the right of me just got his gun. I'm assuming he's part of the family business here. And, you know, he's just trying to protect his business. These folks just came in here attacking him. And just to remind you guys, this is a no-cop zone. So the police can't even come in here to help out these guys.
So this guy's, he's either part of the family or is he an employee of the business. He kind of gives a rundown of what happened.
He wouldn't cooperate with us, so we couldn't, search him, couldn't do any of that. Because if he didn't want it, we weren't going to do it.
Just a reminder, folks, this is a no-cop zone.
Keep in mind, he's describing they caught the thief in the act, and they respected his rights not to be searched. I mean, these are more patient men than I got to tell you. Where you catch someone in your business at night, robbing and torching the place, and you respect his right not to be searched. I mean, wow.
These people have to do this themselves. They have no choice.
Yes. And so we waited. We waited until he was willing to let us do that, and he never got to that point. And then he got to the point where, everybody started coming down here, and at that point, again, I can't tie him to anything. I don't know. Nobody knows anything. But I do know that it wasn't worth the cost. It wasn't worth whatever he was able to take or whatever he decided to light on fire. It's not worth us sitting there trying to get that out of him whenever we could have easily just let him go.
With them, right?
So basically, we just call it, let it go, and then now here we are.
Sure.
He would.
Yeah, W. Everything I see here is all I need to vote Republican for the rest of my life. A lot of people getting red pilled big time. But yeah, so this guy's, I guess he was there when they caught the guy red-handed. Actually, who's that in the background? Is that the John Brown Gun Club guy again? I believe so. Yeah, this guy keeps popping up. So it's funny how you watch these videos, over the course of a few days when they stay in an area, you start to see who these people are and their associations, their connections, their role. Somebody else spotted the same guy. Let's see where we're at here. Okay, so later on, this fool, this Jason guy, actually came back. And I guess he just changed his jacket and put his hood up to try to disguise himself. And he walks right up to these people. And I guess he thought they wouldn't recognize him. And this is so funny. Also, note, you could see it better here because he doesn't have this jacket he's wearing. He actually stole it from this guy's father. He's holding the guy's jacket. So he's got this shit-eating grin here. He's got a cigarette in his hand, and he's got two backpacks on. He's got a military camo-style backpack, and he's got another black backpack on top of that, and he's holding this purple bag. So this guy's got 3 bags of stuff. And you'll see why I'm noting this later. It becomes important. So here, this guy, I guess he looks him in the face and realizes, yeah, this is a guy we had before.
You didn't? Take that hood off. Why? You got long hair?
But do you have the?
He's the guy that took our shit.
Well, do you have the video? Do you have the video?
Yeah, that's him right here. The video.
So, do you have any of this
Pull the
stuff?
video out.
Hey, don't touch my shit. Yep, that's him. That's him. You're him.
Where's the video?
I'll show you. No, you don't let him. You do not let him leave.
So, how do you
stay on him?
So they got the guy on top of that. They have him on video.
That's fucking him. That's him.
Hey, stay
Give
up.
me the video you have of me with him.
One of you guys? No.
That's him.
There's Raz, the local warlord. So keep in mind, Raz will be easy to identify in these videos because he is he's wearing this red jacket. Whose footage is this? Is from Sean Whiting. He's the guy that he's at Sean GUI _ at Twitter. And I'll show you his Twitch channel where a lot of this footage was clipped from. I'll show you where to find his channel in a little bit. So keep in mind, good work by Sean Whiting here. He kept up with Raz most of the night until things got really dangerous.
Over, or what happened at that point?
There was no detaining or persecution of anybody. It was just we wanted our stuff back. We took what we could get from him back.
Yeah.
Before the mob of people came through our fence, and we said, "Get out of here, please."
Yeah.
That's what. And if you see the video,
and then he just left.
Calm conversations. Yep, he left.
Okay.
Okay, so this guy is going to be a main player in the story. Because, believe it or not, this guy's going to enter the Capitol Hill Autonomous Zone with Raz, and he's going to enter there with his AR-15 and everything. And you can see here, they trail him.
Yeah?
That's him.
We don't need to start fights.
That's him.
We don't need to start fights.
No, I'm on.
Where's that video at?
Cody, you got it? I do. He has our shit.
So they're
Okay, so here you can see Raz goes off in pursuit. This guy is just the owner's son. He's got his AR with him. Raz has his pistol.
trying to find this guy now. Looks like they're gonna try to detain him or something. This is gonna be potentially risky.
You have to understand, the cops have already told these people they're not coming. So their only option to get their stuff back is Raz and the Capitol Hill Autonomous Zone, whatever passes for their police. That's what gave me the idea to title this live stream "Cops Chat," Capitol Hill Autonomous Zone. This is essentially the police of the Capitol Hill Autonomous Zone, and you're going to see what an utter failure and how worthless these cops are.
I don't know if they're going to detain him or not. He's running again, jumping over the barricade.
So I believe this is still Sean Whiting doing the camera work, running behind Raz, and yeoman's work last night. Remember, this guy has a day job, and he wasn't expected to be there all night until all hours of the morning. So good job by him. Definitely give him a follow. Up and coming guy.
He's holding his hands up now. He's in the zone. I think he wanted to get back to the zone, it sounds like.
Behind.
So they caught up to him. Raz has a hand on him now, hand on his backpack. Sounds like they're gonna talk to him about what happened.
Actually, let me see if I can get to the point later on. Looks like the video froze for you guys again. I don't know what it is about OBS now, but it doesn't like full screen video from Twitter anymore. Let me see if I can get it to cooperate.
One of the guys from the car place is here now. He's got a assault rifle on him.
Burning down our businesses up there. Yeah. And he took $5 grand in cash and like 20 car keys. Anybody know? Oh yeah, no, Raz, no, it's in here.
It just doesn't like it. I'll just keep it minimized for now.
Yeah, but that's the guy. And then he comes back and he's wearing the owner's jacket and he's like laughing at us and they're like, this is the guy, and he's like, he's all zipped up. So you have stuff?
So we're here at the one of the first major incidents that's happened in the Chaz, where this guy being accused of stealing $5,000 and 20 car keys. Watching this play out live as they try to decide how to deal with it. One of the guys from the car place is here now. He's got a assault rifle on him.
Burning down our businesses up there. Yeah, yeah. And he took $5 grand in cash and like 20 car keys. And then, oh yeah, no, yeah, but that's the guy. And then he comes back and he's wearing the owner's jacket and he's like laughing at us and they're like, this is the guy, and he's like, he's all zipped up. So you have stuff?
So we're here at the one of the first major incidents that's happened in the Chaz, where this guy being accused of stealing $5,000 and 20 car keys. Watching this play out live as they try to decide how to deal with it. One of the guys from
Straight like that. No. Hey, listen. Ain't nobody shit. That's bad. He's gonna back.
This guy, he pushes Raz aside.
That bag is gonna stay with us. He's getting the fuck out of
the owners are saying we want our stuff back. There's a guy who just jumped into the situation.
Oh, hey. All right, that was deserved. I did it. Now, who got a problem? Who want to see me in the street? I did it. I did it. He got to go. Get a bag back. No. Look. I don't get it.
It's just not gonna work. I'll just have to play it that way.
The car place is here now. He's got a
Actually, you know what I could do? I'll solve the problem this way. We'll just go to Sean's channel. Here he is. His Twitch channel is Sean GUI, Sean GUI. He's got 504 followers. I think you need like 1,000 followers on Twitch before you could get to the next level. But this is the more unedited video, because it chopped his video up. He was there for hours, and it chopped it up into 3 parts. And the part where they do the interrogation of the thief is these 2 shorter ones that he did. So if you want to see the full unedited video from start to finish, you can go to his Twitch channel at Sean GUI. So let's zoom in on this, see if it cooperates better.
So I was heading home on my trying to talk to him.
Okay. So we won't have to go to the full screen for this, because it's pretty big already. It's in the Twitch player. This is where they caught up to him inside the Chaz, and they put him up against a car, and they start interrogating him.
Like 6 feet.
Come on, gentlemen.
6 feet.
Social distancing. COVID.
Back up a little bit further. Space. They need to breathe.
I'm fine. I want to watch it.
Come on.
Look at that. That's how we solve conflicts. We're not fighting each other. See that?
So the owners of the business are trying to get their property back, which they claim is $5,000 in cash, and then 20 keys.
He sent me that. Is that Cody Martin? That's an NTI. That is Cody's song. I got it.
So I just want to also point something out. I don't think Sean Guy is how it's pronounced. I don't think he's with Antifa, so you gotta understand they keep giving him a hard time about where he's standing, and they don't want you to film. So the balls of steel on this guy. They do not want you to film in there at night because that's when all the crazy shit goes down, all the illegal stuff that they don't want broadcast out there. So I don't know how. I guess he said he was he kept telling him he was affiliated with the owner, and they just didn't want to offend. They want to keep the goodwill of the business owner. So I guess that's why they just let him film. But it's very hostile, and you'll see other streamers. They get very hostile if they catch you filming at night inside Chaz. So you got to see the kid gloves they treat this guy with at first. They give him a cigarette. The son's owner of the car place lights the cigarette for him. It's crazy.
There were about 20 cars in the parking lot, so yeah, I think it makes sense.
So, from what it looks like to me, is this guy's basically a shitbird, and he is just of the position that you're not going to search me, and I understand why. I mean, these people aren't police; they don't really have the power to search him, so I can't fault them for that. But with everybody watching, Raz, I guess, knows he can't go past a certain point. But there are other individuals in this crowd who, believe me, would just like to turn this guy's pockets out whether he wants to or not. And you can see that you got this mob around here. You would never do this out in the open. This is crazy. Where you have the peanut gallery, this was chaos. This was chaos. This could have flipped over at any moment, and it actually does. Eventually, it just explodes. So it's I might have to fast forward it a few points because it does get a bit tedious. With the back and forth, they just go in circles, but I'll play it by ear.
There would be 20 keys there. So it's $5,000 in cash and then 20 keys that you guys are looking for?
I don't know how many keys.
Yeah.
That's just, he's made claims that it was a number of keys, and we are missing keys, so.
All right, can I get you guys to move this side when they move that barricade in? I don't want you guys to be in that road.
Yeah, I'm with these guys.
No cops are coming.
Okay.
If you just want to step line of sight so that you can have line of sight, that's what you want.
Oh, on the guy on the car?
On this guy.
Oh, okay.
Thank you guys for keeping everything peaceful. The point of this is to de-escalate. Nobody here wants violence. Anyone does,
If we can just keep line of sight.
they're not an ally. Please, thank you.
So the situation here is there was a break-in to a car repair place just outside of the Chaz, and the guy kind of leaning against the car here is accused of breaking in and stealing some money and a number of keys to the cars, and they're trying to talk to him now to convince him to let them search his bags. He's got a big backpack on and then a bag in his hand, and I think they are trying to get permission before searching him.
So the narration by Sean is spot on. I guess they're just trying to get him to agree to the search, which realistically they should. I mean, they don't have police power. But the fact that they're doing this in this environment, this chaos, very inadvisable. But on the other hand, we had another situation happen last night where it's been claimed that Raz and his people beat up a journalist and tried to take him to an interrogation tent. I'm not sure that even that's preferable. I don't think that would turn out much better. So it's kind of a damned if you do and damned if you don't. That's why you need a police force in an area. You can't defend on mob justice. This guy, he doesn't know if he goes with these people anywhere, how that might turn out for him. So you could see how this community quote unquote patrol, in practice it's terrible. It doesn't work.
No,
No, he's actually your homie, buddy.
Is that just, do they just hand those shirts out to the biggest people around?
No, it's my job.
Okay. I mean, I will if I have to, but I just
As shitty as it is, I cop a thing twice. See, this is what we kept coming back to. Raz.
Oh, okay.
How you doing, Doc? You guys been talking about?
No, so we caught him and we talked to him for an hour and a half until a mob of people tried to fucking get our ass. And they ripped our fences down and started destroying our building. And he lit a fire inside of our building. And then we had this same runaround bullshit conversation. And then we let him go because it was either we let him
these
go
guys handled it as peaceably as you could possibly want.
We were 100% peaceful, and then a whole mob of people came up to basically siege the place. And sorry, my life's more important than anything.
He don't even know. I just fucking told him the wrong code to the fucking car. He said 50-50.
Who said 50-50? See, he's... No, hey dude, I told you I would help you with whatever I can, dude. I'm not acting hard at all. I care for you, bro. But you...
I mean, this is stupid. In this environment, they care more about the thief than the person that's been robbed. So this is absurd, and it just goes on and on like this. So I'll try to skip forward a little bit because it just keeps going back and forth like this.
Yeah, that's it.
All right, check it out. There is no voltage.
I was just seeing the flashlight because I can see. I'm with it. Oh.
All right, so here they've gotten him to start showing the contents of his pockets.
How much money is in the left hand?
Yeah.
About 300.
Can you count it for us then?
For what? You
count
said 5 racks.
No, you said 500 earlier. Mark, you were there.
500. He's not right there? You didn't see a key, right?
No, he took our cash as well.
Holy fuck. First
that was what was in the vault.
No more key, right?
I didn't see a key in that hand.
Fuck. Give the money back. Bro, I told them I had cash on me already. I had cash on me before, bro.
Huh?
Exactly.
Mark. Mark.
Thank you.
He admitted to it in front of you. Mark. Yes, he did. He admitted to taking the cash in front of you, and he kept telling
here is the Asian kid from before. He's the guy that this man turned Jason's stuff, which I guess was his phone and some just petty stuff. He gave it to him, so apparently this guy knows this Jason guy.
Do not let him leave.
How much cash is it?
Raz,
how much cash is it? That's enough for me. This is my money. I hustle for this shit. No, I hustle for the right person. My nigga. How much? You can start tapping out. We'll know the difference now.
You said it was $305. You said it was $305, yes?
I didn't say that.
He said it was his $305.
Check your recording. I said it was under 500 when I was.
No, you said that at the shop. Just now you said it was $305. Yeah, but just now he said it was $305.
I know, this is dumb.
So if it's less than what he said, then yeah, so then he should just count it out.
If it's less than.
Yeah, just keep in mind, if this was the model of the left that they would apply to the country, this is justice. This would be your trial. This would be your resort. Even if you caught the thief red-handed, look what you'd have to go through. And spoiler alert, the guy doesn't get it. He gets the jacket off this guy. That's basically all he recovers. So just keep that in mind. This is the model of justice of the left.
500 is good money.
Yep. If it's less than $500 in that pocket, you can keep it all.
Less than 500.
Yep.
Already did one part, so this is the last year of shit. Look, those are mostly ones, my boy. I don't need to count that shit. That's less than 500. Bye.
So,
what about his backpack?
Yep.
He didn't have the backpack.
He keeps bringing up shit. I didn't have the backpack when I was in there. You stole my phone.
He did have a.
You left it inside. I picked it up.
He was charging as well that he threw out.
That other guy you just saw with the long hair, he's also with the son of the owner. I don't know if he's a family member or he's just an employee of the business. He came with the guy with the gun. Let me also catch up on some of the super chats here. We got Lost for Words. Nice sticker. Thank you. West Moody Webcast. How can so many people be so stupid? Yeah. Well, what was that line from that movie? A person is smart, people are stupid. But I think I'm gonna go to Sean Whiting's next video. I don't know why Twitch split up his stream, because I think he didn't split up his stream. I think Twitch did, but we'll move to the third one, where it looks like the guy that you're gonna hear about. This guy, he comes in and just blows everything up, and this thing just explodes into a violence, and we'll see the disaster that it turns into. So keep in mind, here's Raz. He's pretty much, they've been at this for a while. I don't know, a half hour or so. They've gotten nowhere with this. I mean, they've searched his pockets and one of his bags. And this just guy comes in and just ignores Raz the Warlord and just goes to town. You'll see.
It's bugged on the Android app. There's actually like hundreds of people there, you can see. It's just a bug.
The guy that said he was going to kill us if that's the help. That's the help. Get the fuck out of here. Yes, sir. Yeah. Anybody got a problem with it?
Please, if you are not part of security,
I go, bro. I go. You gotta go. You already got to snitch on everybody now. Stand up for he gotta go. He gotta go out this area.
So this is the guy that claimed to have a gun earlier, so I'm going to take a step back here.
Yeah, so at this point, Sean has seen this guy before. The owners claim that guy you saw with the mask down off his face threatened to go get a gun and kill them if they left their the business property. So keep in mind, that's who's just come in to intervene in this dispute. That's the guy. So Sean wisely backs up because you got multiple armed parties. And that guy, if you know, we see more of him, you're gonna see how volatile he is.
But this guy stepped in and said, "You've got to let this guy go, or I'm gonna go." And shit, this might.
So you have to also understand that it gets dark, and the people that say they are in charge, when the real thugs show up, they back away. I mean, that kid, you saw how he was, you know, standing up to Raz and, no, you can't search me. Well, when somebody shows up who just doesn't care about Raz and his people, you know, you're on your own. Raz lets things, he just keeps quiet. So this thing where they're the police, no, they're not.
This might turn into something bad. Looks like Raz is trying to talk to the guy that said, "I'm gonna go." So I think this guy's saying, "I have a pistol, and if you don't let him go, I'm gonna go get it, and then it's gonna go down."
Hey, are you going to walk back up to the property with us?
So the guy that Raz got his hand around broke into a car shop. The owners of the shop and these guys back here, they're trying to search me with keys back. They're trying to search him.
Bro, no, I am
so
going to
they let him search.
And I'm going to take
He's got 3 bags
you
on
don't get
him,
the fuck
right?
out of here.
He had his jacket on too, the owner jacket. Got the jacket back. Set 2 bags on
straight like that. No. Hey, listen. Ain't nobody shit in this bag. He's going to knock that bag.
And we've been getting this whole shit this whole time.
I'm not going to stay with us.
We're not going to stay with us. We just want my stuff back.
That bag is going to stay with us, and he's getting the fuck out of here.
So, you know, a cynical person might wonder if this guy is actually an accomplice of this Jason character, and that this is all an act, because, I mean, this doesn't accomplish anything. All all it does is just create chaos. So I don't know what to I don't know anything about the relationship between these people. So I'm guessing that this guy is not part of Raz's crew, and that he's just a free agent or whatever, and he's doing whatever he wants. It's clear that Raz does not have control over this guy. He's certainly not in his command structure. Well, let's keep watching. So here, Sean appears to have approached again. He's on the other side of a car, so maybe he feels that is keeping him safe.
Owners are saying we want our stuff back. There's a guy who just jumped into the situation.
He just hit him in the head. So this is starting to devolve already.
Alright, that was deserved. I did it. I did it. I did it. Now who got a problem? Who want to see me in the street?
Or it could just be a case of good cop, bad cop. Where Raz is like, hey man, I can't control this guy, you better give it up.
I did it. I did it. He gotta go. Get a bag back. No. Look. I don't give a... Get a bag back. Get a bag back. Good now. Now we gotta get the bag back. Get a bag back. No,
He's calling... Jason is calling for the cops. He says he's scared. He wants the police. He's in a no-cop zone.
I don't give a fuck. Listen,
Step back if you're not part of security now!
Listen, don't rob me. I'm 19, bro. Please.
You robbed us. Take the bag back. Let's sit back here. You robbed us. All right, I will. I will.
He said it off.
Is that simple? Military one?
Everyone stay calm. Stay calm. Everyone's good.
Which one? Which one? Take the bags off.
All the bags.
I don't give a fuck about back off. Nobody got to go. You gotta go. Anybody got a problem?
So they're trying to get bags off of him now.
At the end of the day, look. Hold on. Listen, my man. No, shut the fuck up. Shut up. I don't give a fuck. Listen. I'm doing that shit. It ain't you. You back up, and you stay out of it. I'm doing that shit. No, get the backpack home and knock you the fuck out. I'm not on camera. I'm not no fucking rapper. I'm a hood nigga. Get a backpack home. I'm gonna fucking whip your ass.
Hey, stop.
Step back if you are not part of security! Step back!
That ain't it!
Step back if you are not part of security, now! Step back! Step back if you are not part of security! Step back if you do not... Step back!
Fight that broke out. A lot of punches and stuff being exchanged.
All right, note the key fact here. The suspect, Jason, got away. He's gone. He ran. So whatever that guy was doing, he wasn't apparently doing it to Jason because he was fighting someone else. Jason got away. So the stuff, at this point, all the owners have done is retrieve a jacket, a Seattle Seahawks jacket. That's all they wound up with. I don't want to, from here on out, it's mostly just more chaos, and they eventually leave, and they go back to the business. Maybe we'll just take a look at that for a little bit. And again, I suggest if you have the time later today or sometime later in the week, check out Sean Guy's Twitch channel. I'm going to put the link in the description of this stream after it's over, so that you'll be able to find it easily. The 3 videos in question, I think they're video on demand on his Twitch channel. So here they return to the business, and I guess the older gentleman you're about to see is the father, and I guess the guy that owns the business.
Own personal purposes. You can see more guys here. Security with.
Here's another guy with a rifle. So this place, I mean, they're gonna have to guard this place like it's the Alamo, because any one person that's upset with them in that group, and it's only like 3 or 4 blocks away, could just come and mess their business up.
The rifles to protect their property. This guy here went into the Chaz, followed the guy that he recognized, and tried to get their, like, I think he said cash and car keys and a vault key back from the guy.
I was actually impressed with the things you guys were able to do.
I think pretty much everyone is impressed.
I was actually
with your all demeanor and with everything.
Honestly, I was actually
I come out here every day, and
I was pretty pleased
normally
with the way that
it's
it
not
was.
this crazy, but
I
guess it's as good a time as any to say follow if you want to see what happens tomorrow. Every day it's something.
That's the whole thing. You still have a lot of people I'm just trying to get as much documentation as I can.
Yeah, I think the accusation was $5,000 in cash and then some number of car keys, and then a vault key kept coming up again and again.
Hey, Dad. So this guy basically he documented everything. One more time, your name?
Sean.
Sean documented everything. He's going to write down his information.
Yeah, I can get you this Twitch info here so that, all right, hold on, Chad.
I'd like to shake your hand. Thank you for your self-control. Hey, man,
And by the time that I get here,
So it sounds like Sean says he goes out there every day. So if you want to have a follow-up of this story, maybe he'll even go back to that business and maybe see if the police came or any politicians came. I mean, these people came and knocked over their fence. I mean, they tried to burn the place down. I mean, is there no law left in this area of Seattle? Is it just complete lawless area, even if you have video? I mean, this is nuts. So let's hear what the owner has to say to the streamer Sean.
It was hard to hear. There was a lot of shouting, so you got your jacket back. That's all I know. I don't know if they found anything else. I think there was one bag that they didn't search, but they searched. I think they got his pockets and one. He had like a backpack. I don't know. He knew his name.
Is his name really Jason?
It seemed like it. It seemed like it.
Okay.
there was somebody.
I mean, everyone was calling him Jason. He was responding to it. So.
Okay.
Is that a name he gave you?
That's what he gave me.
Yeah.
The police asked for it, so I gave it to them.
And then
okay.
He wasn't giving it.
I mean,
whether they showed up or not.
it was hard to hear. There was a lot of shouting, so I'd check with one of these guys. But as far as I heard, he was responding to that, so it seemed accurate.
Why is he shouting?
Oh, I mean, he ran back into the zone down there, and then a bunch of people kind of surrounded him. They were like, "Hey, we got to search you, make sure you don't have stuff," and it just turned into an argument, right? Because it's like
him with them,
him with everyone, really. It's like the security at the zone was like, "Hey, we want to search you, but there's no real rules here, so like, are we allowed to search you?" So it was kind of a debate that went on for a while, and then he tried to walk away or run away a few times. Then a fight broke out. There was like a scuffle, and he ran off. So it's a mess.
Started yeeting shit, breaking our fucking fence down. This whole fence on the ground. The fence
really disappointing.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Hey.
Yeah.
Well, actually,
you want me to kill it?
No, you're cool, man.
Okay.
I appreciate you.
Yeah, I gave him the website info where you can find all the videos.
Yeah, they're gonna bring chains and locks up for us. Okay. How many views we got on here? Let's see. Let's take a look.
How many people are viewing chat?
All right, so let's see if we can. The other thing we discovered today, by the way. So that was Sean Whiting's footage. Apparently, OAN's Jack Posobiec. Turns out he was embedded inside the Chaz for 3 days, and I guess Antifa didn't discover him. He was also part of the Raz entourage. Here he is. Here you can see he's got a photo of Raz in his red coat. Let's read about this before we go on. So here, Posobiec revealed today that he was undercover in the Capitol Hill Autonomous Zone since Friday. So here we go. The warlord, quote-unquote, of Seattle's Capitol Hill Autonomous Zone, Chaz, also known as the Capitol Hill Occupied Protest, CHOP, that's under dispute. Some of them insist that it's the Capitol Hill Organized Protest, and some say it's the Capitol Hill Occupied Protest. And of course, you got the faction that still says it's the Capitol Hill Autonomous Zone, Chaz. So you can see this complicated factions developing. It's almost like Lebanon in the 1980s, where you have this multi-factional civil war. So anyway, The warlord knew he had someone filming his exploits Sunday night and early Monday morning. Raz Simone, the Seattle rapper whose gun-toting group of security, quote-unquote, officers combed the streets of the Chaz at night, kept seeing videos popping up on his phone of his team's activities. There was a quote-unquote field source that had infiltrated the Chaz who was sharing unflattering videos of the happenings in the anarcho-communist 6-block section of Seattle to One American News reporter Jack Posobiec, but the warlord couldn't identify who it was. As it turned out, it was Posobiec himself. He and a fellow undercover journalist have been living in the Chaz since Friday, documenting everything mainstream media refuses to report. According to mainstream media, there are no armed security people patrolling the streets or shaking down anyone they believe gets out of line. Posobiec revealed there actually are such security measures that include armed Antifa members to go along with Simone's crew. According to mainstream media, the Chaz is more like a version of Coachella with live music and street art, a truly festive atmosphere. As Posobiec reported, this is mostly true during the day when mainstream media's cameras are rolling. At night, it's a completely different story. But at night, the narrative is difficult to capture because anyone with a camera out is instantly mobbed by people asking questions and attempting to block off filming. Like Democrats in mainstream media, many living in the Chaz do not want the truth getting out. Horrible situations were revealed throughout the journalist's final night in Seattle. A break-in and an attempted arson of a local business owner. Well, you just saw that at the Sean Gooey Twitch channel. An accused thief attacked and searched before being further assaulted. Rampant drug use. Unspeakable sanitation issues. And you're going to see that. Jack Posobiec, that's some of the first video he revealed. The garbage and just human excrement everywhere. Medics who shield assaults rather than treat the assaulted. Yeah, do you understand that those medics you see for Antifa, you'll see them and they have like these these medic kind of armbands or these red crosses? I don't think they're for real. I think those people are just there to shield the activities of Antifa and the crimes, because they don't really do anything for injured people, and they just basically block off cameras. So here you go, medics who shield assaults rather than treat the assaulted. These are just some of the things revealed by Posobiec in his flurry of videos posted to Twitter and live streamed from Periscope. So this was the Periscope of Posobiec when he revealed that he had been there for 3 days. So we could check that out. Here you can see he's by the basketball court of in the Capitol Hill Autonomous Zone. So you can see them there in their, I guess, their Antifa garb. This is hysterical. Jack Posobiec in his Antifa disguise.
Yo. What's up? How is everybody?
Scandal. Jack Posobiec is actually Antifa.
My field source right here. Me. How long we been here now?
At least a solid 8 hours.
No. I mean, altogether.
Friday night.
Been here about 72 hours now, completely undetected in the zone. Not a single one of us. Yeah, I had a field source the entire time. It was this guy. Well, my field source was with me the whole time. Yeah, that's right. We infiltrated. And we've been here, keeping an eye on everything. Exclusive reports. All of it is coming out soon. I'm gonna get an entire documentary on this.
So you hear that Jack's gonna release a documentary, and if you've been following his Twitter feed, he's got some juicy stuff, apparently, because his Twitter feed's been pretty much all the big stories. He's been there over the weekend.
First weekend.
The media narrative on this place has been an absolute lie. Absolute, utter lie.
This is the area that the media won't show you. This is by the park. Look at this. Look at all the garbage here. There's no garbage pickup. They just drop the trash here.
This place needs to be shut down. Come on. So we just saw, we were just with Raz, just leaving there. He chased down a thief, cocked his gun at one point, got that on footage. The thief ended up getting away. Yeah, John Brown Gun Club, Antifa, all over the place. Then we were with another journalist, and one of Raz's crew came over and just started assaulting him for filming. Just straight up started.
Okay, that story you're gonna hear a lot more of, starting maybe tomorrow, because there's people that are trying to protect that guy. He's talking about a journalist that claims that Raz and his people tried to basically kidnap him to the medic tent to quote unquote interrogate him, and they wanted to get his phone to get some footage that he got of them doing some illegal stuff. So I guess Jack Posobiec also witnessed it, so maybe he also has footage. But I think Elijah Schaefer also says he has footage and has interviewed the journalist, who I won't give his name out here, but I guess they're trying to protect the guy, make sure he's out of danger. So they didn't release any footage today, but that might be coming out tomorrow. So let's hear more from Posobiec.
Assaulting him for filming.
Demanded he either give up his phone or his phone was going to be gotten through.
Yeah, it was bad. Also, they tried to set fire to a local auto yard earlier. Somebody broke in basically and was stealing stuff from inside. Stealing keys, stealing money.
New cars.
And the only policing force here now is essentially Raz and elements of Antifa, both of whom are armed. So the media is completely lying to you when they say there is no armed security. There is armed security. It's a guy, it's a tin pot warlord, a SoundCloud warlord, and members of Antifa. This place is a disgrace.
This is my stream. This is Jack Posobiec's Periscope announcing his plans to go forward with the documentary, and I'm sure he'll release some teaser footage. We won't stick with the whole thing because he just go. This is a long video of him. I want you to know that there's going to be more video coming out of this. You know, the CNN doesn't stay there at night, so you're not going to see this on CNN, MSNBC. You know, it's going to be guys like this, and guys like the Twitch streamer that we were just watching, Sean GUI. They're the ones that are there at night getting the actual story.
It's an absolute disgrace. There's no rule of law here whatsoever. Yeah, we've been here 72 hours now, completely undetected. Antifa was trying to find me at one point. They said, how's Posobiec keep getting all of these videos? And I kept saying I had a field source, but they didn't realize that have been here the entire time.
There's no de-escalation.
There's no de-escalation, yeah.
There's no de-escalation.
They're lying about de-escalation the whole time. they're lying
It's
about.
filtered de-escalation. There's no autonomy.
There's no autonomy. The de-escalation is getting guns pointed at you and being told what to do, or having members of the crew run over and beat you down because, and I'm pretty sure that Raz sent him over, because I could see Raz looking at his phone, and then he sent the guy over for that. So he was looking at his phone, and then the guy came over. And I'm not going to say his name because I don't want to dox him just now, because I don't know how much longer he's going to be in. But if he's got that footage, then what can I say? That, that certainly would be grounds to arrest not only the assailant, but also Raz. Because let's be clear, folks. This is still the United States of America. There are still laws here, just because they're not being enforced, and all of this is being documented. So the criminal perpetrators that committed these acts belong in jail. Absolutely belong in jail. And I'm happy to provide my evidence to the Seattle Police Force to make it happen.
All right, so hopefully he does. I mean, it's insane. I mean, here's another video from Posobiec of the owner explaining to these people how his business has just been destroyed. And remember, this is right after COVID. I mean, so they were closed because of the COVID nonsense.
I saw the footage. No, there's people on our side. We caught the guy in the building. We detained him. Called 911. The police won't come.
I know, I understand that.
The fire department won't even come.
I understand that. Sorry to hear about that. No actual evidence of life, but they say that he ran away. So if y'all want to leave, we should mob back to what we were. Is this fire still going?
No, I put the fire out. This is like...
Remember that too. The fire department won't come down there. So the fire that these people started in his business, he had to put it out himself. So he had to be his own cop. You know, they had to chase down the thief themselves, and they had to put out the fire themselves.
20 minutes ago. I don't know where you guys were.
We just got everybody out. I understand.
COVID was bad enough, and now this stuff basically put the icing on the cake.
The occupation, I'm a reporter, sir. The occupation of this area has impacted your business?
Yes.
How has it? How much has it impacted your business?
No, come here.
Well, tell us. We have an audience right now, so tell us how it's affected.
Dollars and cents wise, probably $55,000.
He's saying that the Chazistanis so far have cost his business, he estimates, $55,000. No one can come down there. They're afraid to. So his business is essentially shut down.
What would you like to see happen here, sir? I mean, not tonight, but just in general as to what's going on.
I would like to see the police precinct restored. Hey, do left. He's gone. I'd like to see the city of Seattle step up and represent their people. I'd like to see whatever the problem is, as far as the relationship between the people and the police department, I'd like to see that get fixed. I'd like to get representation, somebody that will listen to me, meaning somebody in the city council that will listen to me. This whole kind of mob thing doesn't work.
Have you been in touch with
down
you?
My fence?
Well, it's not
That's
yet.
great.
We're not with
I'm not saying you guys are,
I understand.
but they
It's
blew
okay.
down my fence.
Right.
Because they didn't get what they wanted. This guy isn't part of you guys.
Have you had any discussions with your council members, Kashama Sawant?
She doesn't care about me.
Hey, what are you doing?
No!
You could just see the situation there. It's untenable. See if there's something I'm missing here. Yeah, so look, you can see this is where we just left off, that part. Let's see how they quote-unquote de-escalate.
Hey!
Look at the the guy across the street looking out his window. Remember, there are people that live here. It's not just this business. This is also a residential area. So this guy's probably looking down in horror from here, like, oh my God, what are we gonna do?
Property.
You guys are obviously.
This is getting. I'm not. Who said I'm shooting? You did, not me.
So my responsibility is de-escalation.
Okay, so why aren't you de-escalating this? Because we're
You
not
gotta de-escalate those guys.
I see that you're not.
We have done absolutely nothing like this to any of these people here.
And I appreciate your patience. And again, I do want to give you my contact information.
So this guy is apparently, he thinks he's a leader in this. He doesn't lead anything. He can't de-escalate anything. He has no control over these people. So this guy coming here and patronizing you, talking about, oh, thank you for your patience and this and that. This guy is useless. He's worthless. He's he thinks he's accomplishing. He thinks he's saving black lives. By doing what he's doing. He isn't doing anything. He's not doing this guy any good. These people, the people he thinks he's de-escalating, they don't respect him. You'd see that point later on if we get to see this video clip. They don't respect this guy. So him coming over, this is a useless conversation.
Pretty much did.
I don't want anyone behind me at this moment. I'll put it in the bag and I'll bring it out. Watch me. No, like I just said, what I just said.
You don't want anybody.
I will get his stuff and I will hand it to you. Okay. I will take a picture of you with his stuff so that I know you're responsible for getting his stuff back.
It's a bag of fucking potato chips in the bus. Just give it to me. It's all good. Just give it to me.
But that's fine. I'm going to.
Yeah, it's all good. It's all good. Just give it to me. Oh, he's a skateboarder.
This guy
You are the skateboarder. You were skateboarding with your homies. I know you, bro. You were skateboarding with your homies. You're not? No. Mine's Marcus. Gerard. But you were definitely skateboarding with your homies because you were the C or C.
I don't skateboard, I swear to God.
Alright, guys. I just saw something that someone has pointed out on Twitter that I think it's very important that I interrupt this to show it to you. So this is breaking. Someone has video of Raz handing out AR-15s from the back of his Tesla. Remember, that is a felony. In Washington, to own an assault rifle, a person must be 21 plus if outside their home or business. They can charge Raz, this is according to a Twitter account named Lauren, they can charge Raz with a gross misdemeanor for the first transfer to anyone under 21, then a felony for everyone thereafter. So here's Raz handed out assault rifles, quote unquote. Remember, the big bad black assault rifles to people that are underage.
I know how to use firearms. Appreciate you.
Understand, the law on this is such that, your own father, your own mother can't buy a gun and just give it for you. That would be a straw purchase. You got to go through an FFL to legally transfer a firearm from one person to another. So here's Raz walking up to his Tesla to hand out, firearms.
Got told there's another group they're meeting with there, and then they'll be moving in a few minutes, so be ready.
Somebody over there age 18 know how to use a gun?
This guy has identified himself and said he is 18 years old. Okay? So, that's the first count.
Take the clip out and put it back in.
No one's gonna fucking ask me walking in here with an
Nah, just come right back in.
Hell no.
This guy, exactly, right here, get away from this guy. He does not know how to handle a gun.
Keep the barrel down.
Hey, keep that down.
Hey, if they arrest me, you got my bond? Got you.
Hey, I got you, just don't say any names.
Okay, I got you. Don't say any names. He's filming his crime. He's just passing out rifles to strangers. He's walking away. He just gave the gun. He gave him guns. He gave guns to these kids. Hey, I'm 18. Here you go. Don't say any names.
Sit him down and knock it out. You better not mumble in that.
If you're ever
bad.
getting into a shootout and you're trying to take cover, make sure you get to the rear wheel of the car. Get where the tires at.
Yeah.
And sometimes it's center, but that's not as, you know.
Engine blocking tires.
This is true. It might be misinformation. It might be lies. That's why I pointed out earlier. So we're just being ready. We're not doing anything illegal.
They want to know why the guns tonight.
Just the energy that's out right now. And there's possible threats or whatever. So we're just exercising our rights.
Looking for you. I was literally looking for you. I had to take a pass.
Having a little bit of education as well.
Exactly. So in the chat, no warlord is worth his salt without some child soldiers. Yes, so Raz now has child soldiers. Let me try to catch up on some of the super chats. The remake of Frasier is gonna look different. Yeah, yes, Sniper Sight 00. We got Raz. Raz is recruiting his child soldier army. Nutrition. Thanks for your coverage. Love it. Oh, appreciate that. So here we got Raz outfitting his child soldiers.
Someone called you a proud boy.
That's a homie.
Unreal. Let's check out that. Let's see whose YouTube channel is this.
We need more people that know how to use firearms.
If you want to see the video, Just in Trouble on YouTube has the video. All right, so we saw that video. Let's look at some of these comments. The entire Seattle Police Department should be charged with aiding and abetting a coup attempt. If they were conservatives, the ATF would have killed them day one. All of a sudden, it's okay for them to exercise their rights. Anyone else, though, these fools are the biggest hypocrites. Every warlord needs child soldiers. Goes to a $100,000 Tesla to hand out rifles worth $1,000 apiece for socialism. Yeah, Raz does, being a SoundCloud rapper must pay very well. I'm pretty sure he's got backing. I think I saw someone did some research. He's got backers. He's got financial backers. White people are all racist. Here, white kid, take this loaded assault rifle. So this has nothing to do with systemic racism. They can't even plant a garden, but they're ready for war. You know, you gotta understand, Raz has been saying for days, basically, he wants to prevent the cops retaking that precinct. So it seems like he's getting a little paranoid, and now he's just arming people. So let me see if I can dig a little further on what's going on with this. Back it up. That's all I've seen on that piece so far. I'm trying to get any information on what might be going on because it's not dark yet. It's only like, I guess it's gonna be 5 o'clock soon. So if anything goes down with the police precinct or any violence, I might come back later on and retouch the story. Let's see if I can go back here. So this is the guy I pointed out to you before. I really want to know if I see this guy again. I'm definitely gonna look further into it because he is definitely known to these people. So the situation is that the people whose license plate this John Brown Gun Club member documented, they went to the woman's apartment. They slashed her tires. They did it in such a way that it would be hard to detect. You gotta understand that what they'd like is that she would have gotten into the car, then had a blowout while she was driving. Fortunately, I guess it's hard to not notice your tires are flat, I guess, but But we're going to have to keep an eye on this, because what he just did there, handing out rifles to strangers, yeah, you can't do that. That's illegal. Let's see if we can move to the secondary material on the Chaz. All right, so this was an article written about the militant Antifa group policing the CHOP or Chaz. This guy has this article details. This is a local coverage, KTTH. It's a guy by the name of Jason Rantz, and he goes in depth into the Antifa element that's patrolling this. A militant Antifa group known as the Puget Sound John Brown Gun Club is patrolling the 6 blocks known as CHOP or Chaz. In other words, the activists that kick cops out of the occupied space now have their version of, quote, police, but with no meaningful police training and stubborn ideological beliefs. What could possibly go wrong? Though some media outlets prefer to treat the CHOP or Chaz as a peaceful social justice utopian paradise, the illegally occupied area has policing needs, but they don't trust highly trained officers, so organizers turned over the security to people willing to use violence to stifle activists with positions they disagree with. Although perhaps turned over isn't the right term, they've just assumed the role. Antifa group protecting CHOP or Chaz. The Puget Sound John Brown Gun Club is a group of activists that believe they're fighting Nazis, and they've taken to support and protect Chaz or CHOP from its perceived enemies. The group claims to back active resistance to the corrosive and destructive social effects of white supremacy, sexism, bigotry, and economic exploitation. They allowed former member Willem Van Spronsen as a hero and martyr, when in actuality the domestic terrorists tried to firebomb the Northwest Detention Center in Tacoma, Washington. If you remember, there was this guy that he tried to throw firebombs at some ICE vehicles in an ICE building that was full of detainees that ICE had detained, and he got killed in the process of doing that. They conveniently label him a former member, because I'm sure that they didn't want the heat of having an active member being accused of an act of terrorism, but they certainly haven't denounced him. So there's that. Shattering the claim that Antifa groups aren't organizing nor operational at Chaz or CHOP, Puget Sound John Brown Gun Club openly touts the security services they offer. Speaking to the Daily Beast, a member explained they were tapped to provide a security escort for some very prominent black voices who were doing speeches here at the Autonomous Zone. Puget Sound John Brown Gun Club members are not the only ones providing armed and unarmed security to the Chaz or CHOP. Indeed, many individuals have come on their own, and in the photo gallery above, it's unclear if anyone photographed is with a group or acting independent. It's not our intent to try to create any paradox to try to incite violence or have that be a motif, activist Maurice Cola told KIRO Radio's Nicole Jennings. We're not trying to use our guns to flash around, it's for defense. How the security works at Chaz or CHOP. Security members man each of the entrances and exits to Chaz or CHOP. There's only one entrance for drivers into and out of the autonomous zone. In the occupied zone, security personnel patrol on foot. When violence breaks out, they offer help, but they appear also willing to help stop the media from accurately covering the violence on the ground. When people film any fights or acts of violence, activists in the crowd, presumably, quote, working under the security personnel, purposefully bump into and block anyone filming with their cell phones. They did it to me on Saturday as I filmed a fight that broke out on stage. A man with his face covered repeatedly bumped into me and stood in the way of my phone. When my friend Julio Rosas of townhall.com got too close to the filming, the same activist tried to stop him from recording. It ended up being a futile effort as both Rosas and I picked up plenty of footage. Here he gives an example here of a fight broke out at Chaz. There are security activists here who try to block all the videos so we can't film. You could see the guy in blue constantly bump into me. Meanwhile, some media outlets pretend none of this is happening. So that's when they attacked the preacher that was on stage. There's the preacher holding onto a speaker, and you saw the guy repeatedly trying to block the guy from filming them as they roughed up the preacher. This is the guy in the blue that he was mentioning that kept bumping him and interfering with him. So notice he's got his face covered, typical Antifa style. You can only see his eyes. Meanwhile, in the crowd, some activists take photos of those they deem problematic to the Chaz or Chop. In one creepy moment of the day, documentarian Kyle Seago posted a photo of me with the hashtag Seattle Protest Comms. It's a way to share information with other activists to either avoid dealing with someone or potentially harass them. So they use that. He's claiming they use this hashtag Seattle Protest Comms to spread information about, you know, people that are filming or documenting, quote unquote, that are not with the Antifa program. So you could see that they're flashing his picture and letting everyone in the zone know he's there, presumably to do what, we don't know. But they, you know, the first time these people get power, you know, they build a wall, they establish a police force that uses, you know, excessive force, chokeholds, points guns at you, tells you what to do. And they also have established apparently a totalitarian surveillance state where they surveil reporters. So everything they claim they're against, they set up within a week of achieving power over an area. The irony of the Chaz or Chop security. I don't personally care that the Puget Sound John Brown Gun Club carry weapons, concealed or otherwise. They have that right, though it's worth noting that under Mayor Jenny Durkin's toothless emergency decree, weapons are banned. So just keep that in mind, that there is an emergency decree in effect in the city of Seattle, supposedly, where, you know, carrying weapons is banned, according to Mayor Jenny Durkin. But it's, according to her, I guess, they're allowed to do that at the block party. That is Chaz. I guess her emergency decree has no sway there. Fringe voices on the left, the kind that would say overtake a 6-block piece of land thanks to feckless leadership of a terrified mayor, believe borders are racist. Some even argue they shouldn't exist, yet when it comes to their land, they see some benefits to using borders to keep some potential dangers out. And of course, far leftists are anti-gun. Indeed, they constantly speak of repealing the Second Amendment, yet these voices are silent when it comes to heavily armed security as they play fort on Capitol Hill. So, that's his opinion on the security at the Chaz Chop. So this is an article. I mean, I don't. Do we really need to go into the whole Chaz Chop thing? I mean, it's pointless. It's minutia. Does it really matter what they call it anymore? I don't find it interesting. Quite frankly, I find it more funny than anything else. But I think we're just gonna leave it there for now. It's you know, it's a situation that could change any moment. So keep an eye out. I'll say up on Twitter if something crazy happens. I might come back on later tonight. If not, we'll try to keep an update tomorrow instead. But I'll just catch up on some of the super chats before we move on out. Jennifer Wood, Seattle. Say thanks to Mayor Frey, Minneapolis for the guns. I guess. I mean, who knew? I guess Seattle's in competition with Minneapolis for the biggest liberal crap hole now. I mean, that seems to be the race. But man, that bit on Raz handing out the guns, I didn't have that prepared. I just happened to catch that pop up on my Twitter feed. So that was a little bit of bonus coverage there. But anyway, before we leave, if you want to help out the channel, do me a favor, hit like for this video. Leave a comment below. Mash down the subscribe button. Think about giving that Twitch channel, Sean Gouy, a follow. I'm sure he'll be there tonight. At least according to him, that he goes there every day. Keep an eye out for that Jack Posobiec documentary on his weekend infiltrating Antifa. But if you sub to my channel, if you're already subbed to it, keep checking periodically that YouTube doesn't unsub you, because that's been known to happen. But if you're not already subbed, just hit the subscribe button, click on the notification bell beside it, set it to the all setting if you want to keep up with newer content, and make sure that your YouTube account is set up to receive notifications. It's basically 2 steps you got to follow if you want to get notified when I put up a new video or go live. Or if you want to contribute directly to the channel, you want to toss your hard-earned dollars into the tip jar, you follow the links below to Patreon, Subscribestar, PayPal. Or if you watch this on BitChute, you can just click on the green tip pledge button on the video player when it uploads there later. So before I go, I'm going to put the links to the full unedited videos on the Twitch account for Sean Whiting. I believe it's Sean GUI at Twitch. So that way you guys can have an easier time finding it if you want to watch the full unedited video of the incident of the thief that robbed the car tender, who then Raz and his people chased down, and who then ended up in a struggle where he got roughed up and ended up getting away. Alright guys, see you soon.